We have Her Excellency Laura Chinchilla, the former President of Costa Rica, again to make some remarks.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is said that we, the politicians, speak too much. So in order to avoid the temptation, I prefer to prepare some notes, like you, my friend, so I can really focus on what I want to say. And it's going to be basically about walking the talk, because I feel so proud about my little country, which is in the west of the Americas. And so I intend, in certain way, to present a country which really tried very hard to design a development model based on compassion. But first of all, I just want to say that, of course, it is an honor to be part of this high panel roundtable convened by Kailash Satyarthi, Nobel Peace Laureate, as part of the global compassion movement that he has inspired and is successfully leading. I can only agree with the notion that compassion is an essential catalyst for driving systemic and positive transformation in leadership, governance, and intergenerational progress at all levels. Now, more than ever, we require this force in a world grappling, and the previous speakers have underlined on this, in a world grappling with myriad challenges and crises. Compassionate leadership can inspire collaboration and foster innovative thinking and shared solutions. By prioritizing empathy and understanding, leaders can create policies that address the needs of the most vulnerable populations while aligning with the Sustainable Development Goals. As I told you at the beginning, I am proud to say that my country, Costa Rica, is a clear example that compassion and solidarity are the most relevant pillars for achieving sustainable human development. The nation's development model, deeply rooted in a commitment to human dignity, prioritizes universal access to health care and education, the protection of our natural resources, and a robust democratic framework. These components have not only enhanced the country's economic growth, as you said, Gabriela, it is not only about economic growth, but have also fostered a cohesive society that values the well-being of its citizens. Sustainable development is deeply woven into the national efforts, our ethos. The nation has become a global leader in ecological conservation, with almost 30% of its territory protected as national parks and reserves. Initiatives such as reforestation programs, the totally banning of extractive industries, and the production of almost 100% of energy from renewable sources underscore a holistic approach to development. This commitment to sustainability ensures that economic growth does not come at the expense of future generations, fostering a sense of shared responsibility among citizens. Moreover, Costa Rica's enduring democracy is fundamental to its development narrative. The abolition of the armed forces since 1949 has reinforced our belief that lasting peace and prosperity are rooted in the peaceful resolution of conflicts and democratic coexistence. By promoting civic engagement from an early age, Costa Rica cultivates a political climate where dignity and respect for all individuals are central. One of our most cherished traditions is allowing children to participate in national elections, where they often vote with remarkable enthusiasm. While their vote do not determine presidential outcomes, this practice instills a democratic spirit in them from a young age. By the way, when I was elected president, I won for most votes with the children than within the adults. That was really wonderful. However, despite all these blessings we have enjoyed, we are not immune from current trends. Narratives filled with division, intolerance, and misinformation are increasingly proliferating alongside the harmful use of social media by irresponsible leaders. Concurrently, violence is escalated, intertwined with organized crimes, particularly given our country's location in a region historically affected by drug cartels and organized crimes. This is why, precisely because I don't want to lose the country we have, I embrace initiatives like the one being presented here. They deserve our support because the only way to counter the trends that currently are fostering division and conflict among people is through compassion and solidarity. And thank you. Let me just end it up with three important conclusions. The number one is that you mentioned the role of education. And when I go back and I try to explain why we are starting to see a deterioration in our development model, is because in certain way we abandon some of the efforts in terms of education. If we want to truly plant the seeds of compassion and solidarity in human beings, we need to continue investing in education. Secondly, what is happening now is something very huge for us as individuals to face it. So coalition is going to be an important word along with compassion, because only together we will be able to face that kind of challenges. And finally, we need to do something very fast in order, of course, there are many middle and long-term kind of efforts, but in the short term, our main challenge is to confront the current narrative that is being used by some leaders who doesn't believe in compassion. So I will just wanted to highlight that. And thank you very much, and sorry for the abuse, although I had it written.